Dave, thanks for talking to us. Just your overall view of an unfortunate night in terms of the result.
Yeah, I thought we've done enough to win the game, but we haven't. Oxford started off really well, really bright, first 15-20 minutes. Then I thought the game was even Stevens for the rest of the half. There's no side in control or on top. We wrestled back the initiative that they had in that first 20 minutes. And then I thought second half, virtually all second half, we were on top. There was 15-20 minutes, like you said, that they couldn't get out of their half and they couldn't live with us. And waiting on the side of the bar, we're an inch away from taking the lead ourselves, and it goes down the other end and it's pinball and it falls to their lad and he sticks it in. I have said, I thought it was unjust. I thought we gave it a right good go. I thought they played some good stuff. And on another day, like I say, we're not stood here with 1 point, we stood here with 3 points.
Was that a case of how it is for you? When you look at how they're flying high, they get the break with the ball in the penalty area. You don't get the break at the other end. Is that football cruel?
It's definitely a cruel game, that's for sure. They're the top scorers in the league, most corners, most crosses. And in the first 15-20 minutes you thought it could be a long night. But then we stuck at it, got to grips with it. They didn't look like the team that had scored the most goals. They've scored a scruffy goal. I'm sure Carl would say that. And we need a scruffy goal, we need a goal. Like I said, we're an inch away from taking the lead 2 minutes before, and then it goes down the other end and it's pinball and it falls to him. And that's... You create your own luck, though. I'm not, I don't rely on luck. But on another day, we do take a chance. We do, Raheem's blazed one over. That's a good opportunity. There's one in the first half where we've dragged it wide. You go. I think we are getting there slowly. We've got to maintain that level against teams that aren't as good as Oxford. Oxford are a top team, they'll be there or thereabouts. And we've got to make sure that our standards remain as high as what they've done in the last couple of games. And if they do, then teams that are not as good as Oxford will beat, and that's what we've got to start doing.
How do you keep those spirits going that high? Because anybody who's been to the game and listened to the game would have seen a fully committed effort from your team. 7 defeats that they've hit on a row. Does a performance like that keep you going as well?
We were good against Wigan. We go to the league leader or second in the league, and we were good for 85 minutes. And you're not out of the games at all. We weren't out of the game at any stage tonight. But we've got to start, winning games of football. We know that. I don't think the dressing room knows. It's probably 7 defeats on the spin. As the pressures. We don't let that into sort of the dressing room, if you like. We just make sure they keep developing, keep getting better. And I think you are seeing better performances. You've seen a totally committed performance. You've seen some good football all the way through the thirds. And on another night, there is a bit more, quality and luck in that final third to get us a goal. And that can change your fortunes around. Like I said, we're an inch away from winning that 1-0. Because there's every chance that that's how it'd end. Because, like I said, we dominated the game in the second half, and that's what we've got to keep believing and keep developing, because that's the journey these young players are on.
And good to see that when you were changing formation, not once, a couple of times during the game, that players adapted well, and you also lost player through injury and had to bring on Josh Lund. Some talk about him in a moment's time, but at least your players are trying their best for you.
Yeah, because that should never be in question. You bottom of the league and everyone goes, has he lost the dressing room and all that? Don't lose the dressing room, because you're developing them, you're helping them. I'm sure you could ask. I'm confident that you'd ask any player that's what we all do. And they appreciate the help. And all we ask is a committed performance, and you've seen that. And you've seen them trying to develop their football. There was 17 minutes in the first half, and they got it quite wrong. Tom kicked the ball out of play, trying to find Connor, and there was grumblings from the crowd. I'm thinking, don't get on them. They're trying to play football. Don't get on them. They're trying to do the right thing. They're trying to play good football. you know, and it was a misplaced pass. And you go, okay, I understand, you know, 17 minutes in and we weren't really got our half because they started so well. And I get it, but at the same time I'm going, they're having a right good go. They're having a right good go. And they did have a right good go. And you go, that's the foundation for any performance. And I thought you saw performance tonight. The only thing that was missing was a goal. And we've got to start scoring more goals. I get that. Like I said, you know, we've kept, like I said, the top scorers in the league relatively quiet after the first 15-20 minutes, and that's because they played well and they tried to do the right thing. And if they keep doing that, then they will win some games. They will score some goals.
He's certainly been stretched with all sorts of injuries, there's no doubt about that. One player who's been out in the cold for you for a few weeks now is Josh Lunton. You had high hopes of him last year. Just your overall view of how he come and fitted in?
We just said there, it was a terrific performance from the bench. It's what you want to see. Unfamiliar position. He just took the game by the scruff of the neck. You know, I thought it was excellent when he came on the pitch. Like I say, he obviously was doing really, really well last year. Then he broke his leg, and then it set him back. And we're trying to rediscover him and get him back going. And hopefully that's the start of a run of games that'll, you know, show his ability.